What's going on, guys? It's Tony with Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always, and I was recording some stuff for the upcoming week, and I had this random thought that I thought I would share with you guys. So, amidst all this health crisis and economy crashing and all this nonsense, I came to realize that we're relying a little bit less on places that cause a lot of pollution, places that, cause a lot of waste. We're focusing more on using Skype and phone for meetings and emails for meetings. We are focusing more on cleaning the home. We are focusing more on contacting loved ones. Like, there's some people I've talked to where they have told me they have talked to their loved ones over the phone more over the past 2 weeks than they did in person over the past few months. And what it really got me to think about was, not everything with this is bad. Once you take away the top issues of health scare and hoarding and economic disaster that we're clearly in, some of the main negatives, step back and think about some positives. Step back and think about the fact that there's people that you're in communication with more now than probably ever before because you care about them, because you care about their safety. Your home's likely cleaner now than it has been in the past, year. Another thing to consider. I love how little a waste and pollution and all those things, because of non-essential businesses and reduced hours and reduced workforce and all those things. I understand it hurts the economy, but there is part of me that wants to step back and say, hey, is there some way that we can figure out how to maybe reduce all these hours and materials and pollutants and all these things that really are destroying the planet? We've given it a good break. And we've released a little bit of the stranglehold on it to give it a little bit of breathing room here with all this going on. And it's something I thought about. But the main piece is I really, really hope that we start using technology more to connect with one another. FaceTime, Skype, text messaging, calling, emailing, not just for work, which is wonderful, but also just for life. Something I've seen is that a lot of people were so busy with what they considered important that when they were forced to step back, they realized they weren't paying attention to what was important. And I think a lot of you know what I mean. Family, friends, your own personal sanity. There's a lot of you who you were only living to go to work. There's so many people who are clearly lost without being able to go to work, even if they are or not impacted financially. But a lot of these people, and actually I think all of us would say the same thing, if I had time I would do this, if I had time I would do that. This is that time. Not everything is going to be doable. Like if I had time I would take a trip around the world. Well, now's not that time. But if I had time I would watch a movie that I've been meaning to see. I would read a book that I own, that, things like that, learn how to play an instrument. A lot of video game people out there are catching up on games that they wanted to play. I think that this is a time where you have to find some positives and find some hope for the future. And my hope is that we all realize the importance of our own personal hobbies and interests, the importance of our family, and the importance of we have to get away from relying so much on the way of life that we had. It shouldn't have been this hard to sacrifice some of the things we had to sacrifice, I guess is how I look at it. So what do you guys think? Tell me what your thoughts are. Stay safe. That's all I got. Tony K with Urban Girl Scout Media.